Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I filmed this here sunset festival smokes half cut crease thing for you. Did this for an event last week and you went crazy for it over my Snapchat. I got so many screenshots on it, so I was like, let's do this. Let's do this. So here we are. You want to see how to get this look? Keep on watching. So first off, I'm taking this shade here, number 60. So it's a very bright yellow shade. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it doesn't come out unless you pack it on. So I'm going to use this guy here, and I'm going to use my 40 TG brush. So this is our transition shade. I do want this colour to be quite vibrant, so I am going to really pack it on there. So putting it underneath first. I do like to blow it down quite far also. Bringing it onto the top then too. So we start at the outer corner first, and then buff my way into the inner corner of the eye. So what I do is I press the product on first, then I use circular motions to buff it out, and then window wiper motions up into the crease. So by packing it on first, I'm really dispersing the product onto the outer portion of the lid, just really building up that colour, getting rid of most of the eyeshadow so that it doesn't fling across the eye or get out of control. As I am doing a half cut crease, you want to make sure that you bring the colour right up into the inner portion of the eye as well. Normally you keep the colour around this area, but not today. Bring it right up in there. And just keep blending. I decided to do a talk through instead of a voiceover. Voiceovers are easier to edit, I suppose, but I think you guys prefer whenever I'm talking. Using a really light hand as well. I'm not digging my eyeball out, it's not what we want to do. Using very light motions just to buff it out. If you find blending hard or haven't got there just yet, use yellow, because yellow just blends out seamlessly, always. Yellows or peaches. Moving on then to my darker colour. Of course, as you can see, I'm doing like a sunset type eye, so we're going to go from yellow to orange to red. So the next colour then is orange, and I'm going to take this guy, also from Inglot. It's number 335. It's just a nice burnt orange shade, and I'm taking this then on my 6SS brush. So it's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit smaller than the 40 TG brush, so 6SS brush. We're just going to wiggle our brush and not really get it onto the brush first, and then we're going to tap off the excess. So everything that fell off the brush there would have fallen onto my face if I didn't tap it off. I'm going to do my skin first whenever I'm doing like a blown out look like this. Whenever I'm doing like it on clients, I always do their eyes first, just in case there is any fallout, you can get rid of it. Because this is a darker colour, we're going to keep it a little bit closer to the lash line. You don't want to blend it out as far as what you did the yellow, otherwise you're just going to completely cover the yellow. I don't think I have any news for yous. Also, if you follow me on Snapchat, you've known that I've dropped down to a 3-day week working with Inglot. So that means, obviously I'm still working for Inglot, I'm still doing masterclasses, I'm still doing the road shows and whatnot. What I'm actually going to do is set up just like a little beauty room. I need a room that I can film, like a proper filming space. And also I'm thinking about doing one-on-one lessons as well. Just keep an eye out on my Snapchat, because that's where I like have all my little updates and whatnot. So I'm just going back and forth with the colour just to build it up. And then whenever I want to blend the edges, I just go back in with my previous brush and I just blend the very edges. I swear you end up like Edward Scissorhands with all of the brushes in between your fingers, or like Wolverine. So we are going to go in with a darker orange then. We're just going to apply it in the exact same way, just keeping it a little bit closer to the lash line once again. The darker the colour, the smaller the brush, the closer to the lash line we want to keep it. So the next shade I'm using is from the What a Spice collection, it's number 299. It's just a really dark burnt orange shade, so it's a lot darker than 335. And then buffing it outwards. If you do, you are going to get the product across the lid, but if that happens, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be cleaning that up later anyways. See, I'm using a very light hand. That's just going to make your eyeshadows blend out a lot easier. A little bit more of the yellowy shade and just blend the edges. The whole time you're kind of like repeating the step that you had done previously. It's just what's going to give you that really nice seamless blend. Why do I do that? I'm just like in the middle of blending and I'll be like, is it necessary? No. Does it help me in any way? No. Will I continue doing it? Yes, most likely. So pass no remarks if you can like see my tonsils or what I had for breakfast. Boom. this is what we're looking like at this stage. Now we're going to add a little bit of a darker shade, so a little bit of, why do I say that all the time? I really annoy myself, honestly. So we have our yellow down, we have our oranges, and now we're going to add our reds. So what I'm taking is, again, the Water Spice. I'm taking a mixture of these. Wait until a second till I get it into my hand. These guys. 396, which is a really vibrant red, and then we're taking 301, which is just a deep maroon shade. I'm going to take a mixture of these two. So just really concentrating them reddy shades right to the outer corner. If you're doing it on yourself and you kind of tilt your head back like this, you can see the shape in which you want to kind of keep it. Again, buffing just the very tiniest amount of this colour right up into the crease. So you're blending it inwards, you're blending it outwards, around, and also up into the crease as well. Because if we just go in with one colour, one light wishy-washy colour, the crease, whenever we go to cut it, there's going to be nothing to cut. We're cutting nothing. We're cutting nothing. But we want to make sure that we have something there to cut and that it looks 3D. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that because I love to blend and blend and blend, and then I actually blend too much and ruin the thing, so we're just gonna leave it there. I'm such a liar, look at me, still blending. I have no self-control whatsoever. Okay, so this is the funnest part now. We're actually going to cut the crease. So I'm taking my little friend. This is the lip brush, the 12S from Inglot. I'm taking him, and with him I am taking number 68 gel liner. So it's a cream gel liner. It is a little bit harder to use, so if you are starting out using cut creases, or doing cut creases, sorry, I would recommend maybe a concealer first. Make sure that the hairs are flat. Starting from the inner corner, I'm going to pull the product across the lid. It is, you're going to do it 2 to 3 millimeters above your actual crease. There's no point doing it in the crease, because you're not going to see it whenever you're looking. I mean, see how you can still see the cut crease, but it's above my actual crease here. Like, you can still see it. That's what you want. You do want most of the product to be on the inner corner because that's where it's going to be most vibrant. And then we're going to have it fading towards the eyeshadows. Make sure you have enough product on the brush also, because if you don't have enough product, it's going to drag across the eye. It's not going to go across very smoothly. So you want to make sure that they are even as well. So looking straight ahead into the mirror to make sure that we got this. You can see I'm not dragging my brush back and forth either, I'm just kind of swooping it across. That's what's going to give you a smooth line. Patting it over the edges here just to kind of blend it into the eyeshadows, because you don't want like a harsh line between the eyeshadows and the gel. You want it to blend nicely. Okay, so once you are happy enough with the shape of it, you do want to set it. So I'm just going to use the exact same brush, so the 12S. And first off, I'm taking number 403 HD powder. You can take any cream eyeshadow you have or any cream powder. Pressing it on as opposed to rubbing. Rubbing's going to drag the gel underneath. By pressing it on, you're going to get it really intense. Now, like I said earlier, I can't speak. Like I said earlier, we're blending down, around, up, and across. So I don't want it to just be like red and then cream. We're taking the yellow again. I'm just going to use the same brush for this, so the 12S, and we're just going to really pack that on top. Because we have the gel as a base, it's also going to make the eyeshadow stand out so much more as well. I really like the yellow to stand out just because it's such a pretty colour, so I am packing that on quite a lot. Using the same brush, moving on to the orange. Bouncing him in between as well. Moving on then to my waterline. Normally I'd obviously use a gel liner because it lasts so well, but I can't find it. My brow gel instead. I didn't want to use black because black's too harsh with this. I wanted to go for a nice brown. I have a YouTube tutorial solely dedicated to my eyebrows if you want to check them out. So I'm taking this just in a little pen brush. These are completely fine to use in the waterline as well because they are waterproof and smudge proof, just like the gel liners. So last part, well not last part, one of the last parts then is lashes. I did have a smaller pair on, but I decided to go for a big ad because it's me. Lashes I'm using are xoxo. They are the Vogue ones. I love them. So you can see they're 3D silk eyelash and I'm just obsessed with them. You know me. I love my big eyelashes. I'd be ready to fly away. That's the goals here. Yeah, I already applied my mascara and then I'm just going to pop these on. So I applied some geo glue and I'm just letting it get tacky. You can blow on it if it's your own eyelash. Don't do it with someone else. You might as well be spitting on them. I'm using a pair of tweezers. I wouldn't recommend using tweezers just because obviously it's a metal object going up to your face, but I'm used to using them at this stage. I know I'm not going to poke my eye out, well, hopefully. What I do is I come from above and just kind of like place it downwards like that. I apply it to the middle and outer corner first, and then just peel it inwards to the inner corner. Gems I'm using are from a company called It's In Your Dreams. They do amazing festival makeup and amazing festival jewels, which I love wearing. They have full on headpieces and stuff. They're just super easy to stick on. You don't have to go about hand drawing everything onto your face, which is really good. Using 2 little golden beads, I just cut it off from one of the headpieces. So I'm going to use my tweezers to hold it, and then I'm going to use duo glue to actually stick it on. I use duo glue to stick on all festival pieces, all jewels. I just find it lasts a lot longer. It's not going to fall off your face. Only a small amount now. You don't need to coat your face in duo glue to make them stay on. What I do is I apply it right underneath my pupil, so I look straight ahead and just place it right underneath it. So yeah, that's basically the finished look then for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So as you can see, I did a talk through as opposed to a voiceover like I normally do. So let me know if you prefer that. And also don't forget to comment down below what you want me to film next. I am all out of ideas at the moment, so I need your guys' help. Help me. So yeah, I'll leave up full product details down below. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube. As per usual, everything is KeilidhMua. Don't forget to subscribe also to see some more of my videos. I would love if you did that. That would make me very happy. That's everything that I have to tell you. I think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.